Doge, President Donald Trump, Elon Musk, the Department of Government Efficiency. What's this all about? Well, I think it's about America's freedom number. What's the freedom number? Well, it's how much revenue it takes to keep the country, in this case, afloat without going into more deficit spending. That's like putting more of the budget on credit cards. Currently, that revenue needed is about $7 trillion per year to run this country. But we only take in a little over $4 trillion per year. So there's a deficit of over $2 trillion per year that's stacking up over and over again, where the sovereign debt right now is $36 trillion and climbing. In fact, the House just put in a proposal to raise the debt ceiling limit by another $4 trillion. So that means we're shooting for $40 trillion very, very quickly. America needs to get its freedom number under control. That's what Doge is about. It's not a political pretense. It's just need to happen. There is always graft, waste, fraud, abuse in every bureaucratic system. It's just that this has gone on so long in this country that something's got to stop, or we're stealing from the future for our kids and grandkids. I'm a big fan of breaking the system and figuring out where all the money's gone. Now, how does this apply to you and I? Well, we have our own freedom number in our life. Now, unfortunately, we can't print money like the U.S. government. We have to live under some kind of constraints. But do we? Many times we're blessed with the ability to make a high income. Well, we work hard to do that. We go through years of school and training to earn a high income to hopefully provide a strong, stable, secure lifestyle for our families. I'm not saying anybody does not deserve that. I think you deserve whatever you want. But here's the problem. We also have a freedom number which says how much does it take to generate the revenue, the income, to produce the lifestyle that we have chosen for our family. If we live up to that level, meaning that whatever income we have, we let our lifestyle burn rate, freedom number, expand to that level, then we always run on a very thin margin. And there's not enough to put away or to capitalize to put into other investments, whether that's your own business or outside investments. And too many people, unfortunately, I think also need a Doge in their own life to come in and say, maybe that's not fraud, but let's say waste and abuse. That might be a better term. Now, I'm not here to judge anybody because we all have that in our lives. Whether you're buying too much on Amazon Prime or you have too much of Netflix and other subscriptions, you eat out too much, you drive fancy cars, I don't care. The issue is, how do you want to be free? How are you going to get there? I know this for a fact. The more capital you're able to save from your active income, your labor-produced income, the more you're able to save on a monthly, annual basis that can actually go into real investment assets, not just spending on lifestyle, the faster you get to freedom. The faster you get to a point where your asset revenue replaces your need for active income. Then you get to choose. The pressure comes off. You can decide how you work, when you work, what your business practices are, who you serve, who your vendors are. It makes a huge difference, and you don't have to wait until the standard, typical retirement age of 62, 65. In fact, unfortunately, many professional practice owners today, dentists in particular, the retirement age on average today is age 69. There is no reason for that. Not when 20, 30, $40 million pass through the hands of the average professional practice owner over a lifetime. That much money, and all we can do is keep a few dollars left, and we have to work until we're 69, not because we want to, but because we have to. There's a real problem out there, and I would recommend that we work on getting a Doge for every one of us who want freedom sooner than later. Freedom Founders does just that. We're not a Doge, but we actually help people get specificity on where their money's going and find out that there's a lot more that can be put into assets, and compounding the asset value produces the replacement income that you need to replace your active income. That's just how it works. But you've got to be intentional about it. You've got to be together on it as a family unit, as spouses together. When you do that, the world changes. I recommend you find a Doge. If you don't have one, we've got one for you.